Hello. If you'd like to do this exercise with me, you just need to grab the PDF link in the comments, do the exercise, then come back and check it with me. Let's start. When the Titanic first set on its journey in 1912, many people believed it was impossible for the ship to sink. Here, the clue is in the word set. Set aside means to reverse or postpone something. Set up, one of the main uses is to set up a business, to start something. In this case, is set off. This will be to start a trip. Okay, so I set off at 6 o'clock this morning because we are traveling to New York. So set off. Number 2, it was the largest passenger ship ever at that time. Right, ships cannot be invented, cannot be grown, cannot be created. So the correct word will be to build a ship. Thousands of workers took in the construction of the normal ship. Now here we have the clue to take. In this case, in the past, it will be took. Right, these two collocate very well with take. Okay, to take place and to take part. Now, to take part is to participate, and to take place is to happen. So, for example, the event took place this morning at 11 o'clock in the main square. Okay, so if we say that this is to participate, take part is to participate, then it will be the correct one, because it says thousands of workers took part in the construction of the normal ship. They participated. The builders paid great to every detail. To pay and detail go very well with attention, to pay attention to detail. Okay, normally when you are at school, they normally say, pay attention, please, pay attention. So this one is pay attention to detail. Passengers expected the voyage to smoothly. A word that goes very well with this adverb, which is smoothly, is the word go, the verb go. To go smoothly. Something goes smoothly means something goes very, very well, without any problems. Everything seemed to be going well until the ship and iceberg. Now, in this one, you may think, okay, avoided. Everything seemed to be going well until the ship avoided an iceberg. Or the other one, everything seemed to be going well until the ship approached an iceberg. Now, in this one, the avoid, it could be all right, or approach, it could be also right. But the problem is we have it, the word we have to pay attention to is until. We know that until, if everything is going well until something happened, it means that whatever happened, it wasn't that good. Okay, so in this case, it will have to be struck. Everything seemed to be going well until the ship struck an iceberg. Many people didn't immediately that they were in danger. In this case, it will be realize. They didn't realize, they didn't notice there was any danger. Next one. The crew tried to, the passengers come. Okay, remain. The crew tried to remain calm will be possible, but in this case is the passengers. So the crew tried to remain calm, correct, but if we didn't have the passengers in here. The crew tried to keep the passengers calm will be, in this case, the correct one. Unfortunately, there weren't lifeboats for everyone on board. Here we see that there are not a lot of lifeboats for everyone. Can it be a lot? No, because a lot will have to be with a lot of lifeboats. In this case, it will be enough. There weren't sufficient lifeboats for everyone on board. Next one. The disaster had a huge on the shipping industry. Here will have to be affect cannot be possible because you need a noun. An affect is a verb. Outcome will not go very well in here, and neither is result. So it's impact on, to have an impact on something. After the accident, governments introduced much stricter safety. Okay, the governments introduce regulations. Normally, companies introduce procedures, so we will use regulations. Every ship now has to certain international safety standards. Here, it will be comply with. For example, if you want to use comply, it will have to be comply with certain international safety standards. So it wouldn't go because you have to and no with. If you mark follow or you think it's follow, it will have to be every ship now has to follow certain international safety standards. So it wouldn't be possible because you cannot use follow too. In this case, it will be confirm, and the one marking the word is to, the one that is deciding which one is the word, so is to confirm. Abide goes with by, so it's not correct. Okay, today scientists still the wreck of the Titanic. Inquire about, so it will have, if you decided that it was inquire, then it will have to be inquire about. Locate is incorrect. Search for will need a for in here, so investigate is the correct one. The next one is new technology has made it possible to detail images of the ship. Now, here, when we have images and we have photos, remember that the word that we are looking for is to take photos, to take images. The Titanic remains one of the most ships in history. One of the most recent ships to have done something to it needs something else. It needs more information. Recent ships. Okay, ordinary ships in history, well, I don't think so. So in this case it will be famous. I think that was clear. One of the most famous ships in history. Okay, books and films have helped to keep the story. So in this case, is living is not correct. Life is not correct. Awake, no, is alive. To keep something alive. Remember that expression, to keep something alive, to keep his memory alive. He died, but his memory is still alive. Okay, so many experts still disagree exactly why the disaster happened. In this case, the disagree goes with over exactly why the disaster happened. So many experts still disagree over exactly why the disaster happened. Okay, disagree over something. Every year, thousands of people are interested in the Titanic. So the collocation here, the clue is interest. You show interest. Okay, you don't give interest, you show interest. The story continues to people from all over the world. In this case, it will be attract people from all over the world. The rest, they don't make any sense. If you enjoy this type of exercises and you would like to see more of them, it will be nice if you can subscribe and comment, because that will help me to create more exercises similar to these ones. So thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.